An Albuquerque woman wants answers from APD after she says an officer pulled her over, then left her waiting, frightened on the roadside for 45 minutes before a sheriff's deputy took over. News 13's Chris McKee spoke to that driver.
In some ways, I feel like I was guilty and detained without any kind of explanation.
That's how Julia Roseberg describes what happened when an APD officer pulled her car over in the Northeast Heights Sunday night.
And I kept waiting and waiting, and nobody came to my door.
An unusual traffic stop that's left Julia with a lot of questions.
Did any APD officer ever come and talk to you?
Never. Never. No APD ever showed his face.
Driving home at 9 p.m. after a 14-hour workday, Julia noticed an APD car going her direction east on Paseo.
Both of us pulled up because the stoplight turned red at Eubank in Paseo.
Once that light turned green, the officer hit his lights.
You know, I pulled over to the shoulder immediately and sat for a really long time.
Julia says the officer who stopped her never even got out of his car, but instead called backup.
I actually took my hand and stuck it out the window to show him I had nothing in my hand, and I was kind of motioning like, why did you pull me over?
She estimates it was 45 minutes before a BCSO deputy came up to her window, saying that APD saw her run a red light. But the APD officer who pulled her over, he left the scene.
No explanation whatsoever from the APD officers.
APD tells News 13 they believe Julia only waited about 15 minutes. They say the officer who initiated the traffic stop called BCSO thinking it was their jurisdiction. No matter, Julia says it shouldn't have happened.
I recognize that their job is very difficult. They also have a lot of power, and they need to use that power appropriately.
Chris McKee, KRQE, News 13.
APD declined an interview but says an investigation into what happened will take place. Roseberg did file a complaint with the Civilian Police Oversight Agency.